I'm Gillian Sanders and I'm the parish administrator. I'm based in the Verger's Cottage next door to the Johnson Hall, just down the road from the church. I'm part-time. I'm in the office on Thursday and Friday, 10 till 3. And my main responsibility or duties are providing admin and secretarial support to Reverend Taylor and the PCC, and generally supporting the day-to-day running of the parish. I have a lot of contact with church volunteers as well, so it's really nice. I'm quite often on my own, but people pop into the office as well. You know, it's a really nice job with lots of contact with parishioners, very varied, and I've only been here since June last year, and everyone's made me very welcome, and it's a job I really enjoy. It's possibly not so difficult for me because I'm semi-retired, so I've had before I started at St Andrews, I'd had about a year of retirement, so I'm quite used to quite a life. But I've been quite busy doing a bit of parish work, probably not nearly as much as I would normally do, but I've been keeping in touch with Reverend Taylor and various people in the parish, and doing as much as I can from home. But otherwise, it's been trying to keep up with friends and family, emailing, phoning, maintaining as much contact as possible. We get out we live in Linton, so we get out for a walk, nice long walk every day. We've got very nice countryside round about us. But otherwise, it's reading, listening to music, I find the time passes surprisingly quickly, actually. So it's not too much. It's not boring anyway. I haven't found time at all to be bored, and it's just making the best of it, really, and keeping safe, and just waiting till it's all over. Definitely seeing family and friends again, and I'm fairly used to using Skype, and that's because my middle one, Martin, who's 34, he lives in Singapore, so we've been Skyping for about the last 6 years. But I'm really disappointed because he was due to come over to the UK in June, but that's been postponed. So I think it's really hard, I think, not actually seeing people. Skype, FaceTime, it's great, but it's not the same, and again with friends as well. But I just think getting back to normal. I've been doing Spanish classes, and that's something, again, you asked what we're doing in lockdown. I've been practicing my Spanish, and that's again a nice thing to meet fellow people and all have a common interest, really. We've had lots of family birthdays this month, and it's hard when you can't see your loved ones, really, and but that's something to look forward to. Somebody that really came to mind was Amal Clooney, because apart from being one of the foremost human rights lawyers and a part of the Hollywood power couple, I think her profile puts her in a unique position, and she uses that. She's very influential, and I think she uses that international profile, means she can highlight certain causes, such as the Yazidi women that were kidnapped by ISIS, and she's in a unique position to raise the profile of those cases and use that. I think a lot of people will think, oh, she's just look at her fashion sense and her beauty, but she uses that in a very clever way, I think, to promote the cases and the causes that she really believes in for a positive end. So I think she's someone I really do admire, actually. Okay, well, I think it's one of the most important things, as I certainly find as I get older, and I've lost my parents now, and there's things you think, oh, I wish I'd asked them. And I would say to a young person, or to myself at 13, listen to your parents, your grandparents, listen to their stories. I think it's so important to learn those things about how they grew up and what's important to them, and so you can pass it on to the next generation. It's one of those things that once people have gone, you can't ask them. And so I think and I think because families are very much now perhaps a bit disconnected, they maybe don't live so near their grandparents when they leave home, their parents, and it's easy to just have very sort of superficial contact. But I think if you can really listen to them, and people you love, really, and so you can retain their stories, which is so important. So I would say that listen to the older generation, and listen to their stories.